It was a special week as the ski mountaineers landed in Sicily for the European Championships. Located close to the city of Catania, Nicolosi hosted 3 days of competition in an unusual location, the highest active volcano in Europe, the Etna. The weather on the volcano caused serious problems from the very start of the championships. As the trials of the sprint progressed, the wind rapidly increased to gusts of 110 km per hour, which forced the organisers into suspending the event, and there was very little choice but to turn the qualifying times into race results and award not just the medals but also the World Cup points. That meant that Niccolò Canclini was awarded gold. In the ladies' draw, Adele Millor was the gold medal winner after posting the fastest time in qualifying. Letitia Roux won the silver medal and Claudia Galicia Cotrina took the lowest step of the podium for the bronze. After 2 days of rough weather conditions, the sun finally broke through the clouds on the Saturday for the individual. The race was held in Piano Provenzana, where the men had to make 2 laps around a ring that saw them cover a height difference of 1,620 metres, spread out over 5 ascents. The individual was also worth World Cup points, and it turned out to be a classic between Italians and Kilian Jornet. The lead changed a few times as the race was drawing to a close, and at one stage Spain's number 1 was in front, but it did not last long. Antonioli's downhill skiing was just too fast and the Italians swept back into the lead. It was just enough to win the individual gold. Kilian Jornet and Boscacci were tied for second, but the photo finish just went the Italians' way. The women's individual race was a little shorter than the men's and was conducted over a 1,170 metre difference in height. Just as for the men, the race was valid not just for the European medals, but also for World Cup points. Molleret blasted off the start line, and it was a good tactic from the new French star, as no other athlete could respond over the course of the energy-sapping event. Molleret was racing against herself. Not even Letitia Roux could do anything to change the outcome of this event. The French number 1 cruised to victory ahead of her teammate to sweep the gold medal. The vertical race, initially planned for the Friday, was ultimately rescheduled for the Sunday. It did eventually take place, but in heavy fog, making it difficult for both the organising committee and the athletes, who had poor visibility. Due to the heavy snowfalls, the Etna International Trophy returned to the south slope of the highest active volcano in Europe for the vertical, with tracks taking the athletes over the Rifugio Sapienza, on a course that provided a vertical drop of 550 metres. This was also the only race in these championships that did not award points also for the World Cup. Kilian Jornet cut through the fog in first place with a time of 23:34, swiftly followed by Davide Magnini in second place, while the other Spaniard, Alcade Sanchez, held on to his third place. Conditions were identical for the women in their vertical race, with thick fog keeping visibility to a minimum. French athlete Axel Molleret was looking to make it a clean sweep of victories in vertical this season, having won the previous 3 races in World Cup. and it was a chance to add the European Championship title to the World Cup she had already secured. The grueling climb on the soft, fresh snow did not hold back the French athlete, but Victoria Kreuzer was making life difficult. Kreuzer's valiant effort proved in vain, as there was no stopping Molleret, who claimed her second gold at the championships. Following the races on the Etna, Boscacci led the standings by just 11 points over his teammate. Molleret's lead at the top of the standings was up to a healthy 196 points over Galicia Cotrina.